land to his own wife for 2,000 cedis. We have him on the line. Ian Quayle, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Sandra.
First of all, when did you join TDC? How long did you stay for? What work were you doing with TDC?
Thank you. Well, I joined TDC in 2017, and it was based upon a vacancy that I saw in the Daily Graphic, which I went to a competitive interview with about 15 people. The management members then interviewed us, and then I was given the privilege to serve as a protocol officer, which had been advertised. So, so far as I know, I was in TDC based upon my professional competence, and I'm a public servant. I've worked in other public institutions like Ghanaian Times, Ghana Port and Harbours Authority. And then my contract was terminated some months ago without any reasons assigned to it. So if the MDC now terminated my contract based upon some internal investigation, nothing was stated. But Omar, let me also thank you for giving me this audience. But I have a strong reservation with the fact that when the press conference was done and CT was going on air to publish the side of the managing director, the certain allegations that had been done against me, I think that the news house owed me some right to give a clarification before the story was published. I had to call your editor to draw the attention that this had been done to me unfairly. And then I don't think that moving on, we should give such prominence to one-sided story. I've worked with TDC, I've served the company. I don't intend to have any banter with the former managing director or the current managing director or anybody in the company. I think that if there's any issue and there's any form of clarity that needs to be given, I live in Tema, I have been available, I have a cordial relationship with all the people I work with. At least I should be given the opportunity to be invited and clarified certain things. This is something that my wife drew my attention to the fact her brother, who is called Caleb Kisei, who was a former worker of TDC until he traveled out of the country, had a portion of plot in the same area, which is Community 5. The brother was working in TDC before I even joined TDC. According to her, the brother was the one who made her know that the next plot to her was also a commercial plot which she could apply for. According to her, she went through the process, applied, and the land management fee and fee fixing of TDC, I have no hand in them. Omaru, I am a protocol officer, I'm not a manager. I am not responsible for land allocation, just as you wanted to know my duties. I've worked with you on several news items concerning Ramsar site and all those things. My work had been to be in charge of events, be in charge of meetings, be in charge of governmental relationship or institutional relationship. And then sometimes even when VIPs are coming into the company, I arrange certain facility tours and all those things. So for the managing director to accuse me of the one to have sold a portion of land to my wife, I think is very unfair. Very, very, very unfair.
Okay.
Because I have given you certain official documents. The land allocation proposal or the fee that was given to Irene was signed by Mr. Asari Daku, who is the former estate manager of TDC. The man is alive. The lady went to the company to pay the said fee. She had even gone ahead to apply for the permit for the third plot at TDC, which TDC had given her permit to develop the plot. at 4,600. They have gone further to obtain EPA permits for the said plot. The said area is Community 5, the commercial enclave. I'm told she is saying it's a public place, public land which was sold to her. All the site plan that I've given to you, you will see that allocations have been done over there. The size of the said plot is 28 by 30 feet, which I have seen on the site plan. So where do I come in?
Okay.
When I was in TDC, my friends, which some of them are in the media, had the opportunity to apply for affordable housing, and I helped them in one way or the other to fill forms and also buy them based upon their capability, and it had been advertised. So does that mean that I use my position as a protocol officer to sell more affordable houses to my friends? Is that the case? Is that what we want to do? Because I am a constituency secretary, I am NPP.
Okay. So let me now ask a few more questions. And
yes,
because you have talked about my media house, there was a press conference called by the TDC.
Yes.
Media houses were invited, and
Yes.
We came there to cover. And TDC said they had done an audit, and this is what they found. And we have
Yes.
published that story, and so would so many
Yes.
other media houses. The people, the media, the journalists who went there had no way of knowing who you were, and had no way of coming to you to ask you for a comment before going public with a press conference that was done by the TDC. What we can do.
My name was mentioned. You could have just
how many people
contact.
know you? You've been fired.
Yeah,
I'm sure
anyway.
we'll find you.
Anyway, but they could have just asked the managing director of my contact or my
You have spoken. Let
the
me speak.
company knows.
You have
Yes.
spoken. I'm saying that the managing director said he has sacked you.
Don't worry, for fair and balance.
No,
I
let
think
me
that
continue
we
with
do.
my position. So I'm saying that what we
Okay.
can do is when we publicize the story, we give you the opportunity, and that's what we have done now. And for the past
Okay.
10 or so minutes, you have been speaking, and we are going to continue to speak further to ask you to speak to the issues that have been raised. So that is the thing I want to put on the record. Now, the next
Thank you.
issue is so the TDC said you sold, okay, the land was sold to your wife for 2,000 cedis.
In fact, I sold it.
No, okay, yes. First of all, was the land sold to your wife for 2,000 cedis?
According to the document that I have, the land management fee, which is signed by the TDC under the former estate manager, the fee fixing for that particular plot is 28 by 30 feet, and that is the TDC official rate,
Which is 2,000 cedis.
2,060 Ghana cedis.
So that's what your wife
And she-
paid.
Yes, and she went ahead.
Okay.
She went.
No,
that
no,
is
let me
land management
just
fee.
so let me just try to ask a few more questions, and you can give
Yes.
further clarification. So
Yes.
she paid 2,600 cedis. You did not
Yes.
sell the land to her, correct? That's what you're saying.
How can I even sell the land to her?
Okay.
In which capacity?
Okay. The person who sold the land to her, you said is what? Estate manager.
No, TDC does official allocations to the estate department, and then it is signed by the managing director.
So the MD of TDC at the time was the one who signed the document finally.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Which of the offices of TDC were you serving as a protocol officer in?
So I was reporting to the human resource manager, and then also to the head of corporate affairs,
Not with
the head of corporate planning.
So you didn't work with the estate manager who.
No, not at all, not at all.
Did you at
Not
any
at all.
point facilitate the purchase of the land by your wife?
And I'm saying that I got to know about this plot when my wife told me that the brother, who is called Caleb Kisei, who is a former worker of TDC, who also owns a plot in the same area, had helped her know that she could apply because he also owns a land over there.
Okay, so your wife was helped by her brother, not by you, to buy the land.
No, yes, and the brother is on record. He worked with TDC, and he, according to my wife, she told the managing director.
That's what I'm saying. So I want to be sure. So it was your brother-in-law who helped your wife, and not you, at TDC?
No. I don't even have that capacity.
No, I'm just saying that. So it was your brother-in-law who helped your wife, not you. That's what I'm asking.
Yes, according to my wife.
Before your wife bought the land, did she mention to you that she was going through a process to procure land from the TDC?
No. It was after she informed me.
Do you think that there would have been a conflict of interest situation arising, considering the fact that you worked there and your wife was buying land from there and you knew the people who were selling the land because you've worked there for 8 years?
I don't know. I don't think if there is a plot which is qualified and it is vacant and she applies, it is based upon her capacity to be able to pay.
Yeah, but sometimes it's good to declare your interest in these things. There are
workers. I'm coming. There are workers of TDC who own TDC land. There are workers of TDC.
So there's nothing wrong with this one.
And I'm saying that there are workers. You can check from your own fact. Even to affordable housing that TDC constructed. We workers, we bought some. NHF, National Home Fund houses that were constructed by TDC and NHF. TDC workers bought some on mortgage. So where is the conflict of interest? That we work in a company and then something is being sold by the company and then we apply and buy. Tomorrow.
Were you the only one whose wife bought a land from TDC who was working at TDC?
How can I know? How can I know?
I'm asking because you'll be curious that you are the only one being mentioned after 8 years in government. How come your name is coming up?
Omaro, I am a public officer. I work with TDC. At the same time, I am a constituency secretary for NPP. Please read in between the lines. I don't want to banter anybody, but I know that my position as a constituency secretary and working for a political party, these are some of the things that goes with it. Because when government changes, definitely they will come after you based upon where you are coming from. And I understand it perfectly. See some of these things that are being said against me. But the onus also lies that I'm given the opportunity to clarify certain things that I don't have the capacity to even do.
Okay. Now let's go to the political side of things. If you heard that your counterpart for the NDC in your constituency managed, and based on what the TDC has said so far, you have said it didn't happen, managed to procure land belonging to the state to his spouse, would you be happy hearing that?
Omar, if the person is a businessman or the person is a public servant or whatever, and the person has the capacity to apply, and the person applies and is given to the person on merit, are there other people in other political parties who are businessmen or who are public servants who have applied for houses or land and have been allocated? Let us do land allocations or house allocations at affordable housing and other houses that TDC has given out and check. You will go and ask anybody of his political party's card or his affiliation with this XYZ before the house is allocated to the person.
Considering that you are a politically exposed person, do you not think that this will raise eyebrows?
Absolutely, and I'm saying that this is something that has come up.
If you knew, if your wife had told you about this before she went into the transaction, would you have okayed it?
Omar, she is somebody who has her own capacity and who has her own business or whatever before I met her. She has a business and she has her own relation. So if a relative who works in the company has offered to help her, why should I go and stop her?
So you would not have stopped there. Now the TDC boss says he has stopped there. If genuinely she obtained that land, going through the due process, how then did the TDC abrogate that particular?
That is a matter for my wife and her family or whoever she wants to deal with to take it on. It has nothing to do with me.
The TDC boss says he sacked you because of something you may have engaged in aside this particular issue at TDC. You mentioned that you went through public advertisements and applied to work and you've been employed.
My file for recruitment is available in the company and you can check.
But the TDC boss said you were engaged in, he didn't give the specific details, but something that may have been fishy, and that's the reason he sacked you. Do you mind to share?
Omaru, my letter that I was terminated is in the company. I was terminated without any reason based upon my appointment in you. That was all what was stated. I don't have any issues. You see, I have served the company. I've worked in the company. The MD has the opportunity to take certain decisions that he wants to take. I have accepted whichever decision that they have taken against me in due faith. I have not gone against the company in any way to go and tarnish the name of the company in any way. And so, if not for this particular allegation that I showed the plot, which is not true, which is not accurate, factually accurate, I wouldn't have even responded to this. And I think that I owe it the opportunity to also clarify certain things that have been said about me.
Have you been told anything outside what the official sack letter was about what you may or may not have done?
This is the first time you are telling me all these things. I'm not privy to it.
No, the CEO is the one who said it was the MD. And so I'm just asking you, if you said in the letter it was not contained, did you have any issue that you had to respond to any disciplinary issue?
No. I was moved from my office. I was asked to move from my office as the protocol officer and reassigned to the communications main office. I was moved from the when I reported at the communication main office, I was asked to report to the communication manager. Later on, I was asked to move from the communication main office into the front desk, and then my leave was due, so I had been given the opportunity to go on leave. Whilst I was on leave, I was given the termination letter. That was all.
Would you protest? Would you challenge the termination?
Tomorrow, I have gone through the procedure for me to exit the company amicably. I don't think that I want to have anything to banter with the company, a company that I serve. I don't want to go and tarnish the name or image of anybody.
But if your image has been tarnished, your reputation has been tarnished, you should go and clear that.
I think I have started this process by clarifying on your news media. If I have any other opportunity, I will do so. At this point in time, I want to put it on record. I don't have the capacity to sell any land to anybody. And that said amount that is quoting is not prepared by me. It was prepared by TDC. Every year goes to the Public Accounts Committee. Our fee fixing and rates are approved by the Lands Commission and then the relevant state institution. So if I have any hand in manipulating any figure or whatever, the former estate manager is not dead, he's alive. Other people are in the company. And let us try as much as possible and then devoid personalities from some of these processes. This is unfair.
Okay. I'm receiving further information that the land that your wife procured is a public toilet, and it is.
I've given you.
Let me just drop the question, then you can answer. And it's very close to my school, Tema Secondary School, a very prime area. We know that area. If you work at TDC, do you think it's reasonable that a land at a place like that, which also is a public toilet, be sold for 2,000? If you had the capacity, would you have okayed that? If you were the MD of TDC?
let me show you some of these things. I've given you all the relevant information. You have the site plan. You have the layout of the entire area. Do you understand me? The adjacent plot is 35. The next one is the plot in question is 66. The arrow is showing over there. Check on the layout where it is written that place is a public toilet. You can visit the place. Some of these things, that is why I said I don't want to have any banter with anybody. The facts and the documents speaks for themselves. That is why I've shared them with you. I asked my wife to give it to me so that I can share it with you.
Okay.
So I've given them to you. And some of
I get you. I'm just asking you. As someone, just a question. I'm saying that if you were in charge of TDC, would you approve of a land of that nature and state to be sold out and also at that price?
Omaro, I am not in charge of land. And secondly, even EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, had given permit for a shop to be built over there. So if EPA okay something, who am I? The facts are there. I've given you the EPA certification. I've given you TDC permit. The TDC himself has given a permit.
Very well.
So if TDC knew that it was a public toilet behind, why was the land gone ahead and sold to the person?
By the way,
these things, the due processes are there. There are institutions, there are officers who are responsible. So why do you single me out and come and say NPP secretary, whatever? Please. That is why I've given you all these documents.
Before you take leave of us, I'll just out of curiosity, what did your wife convert the place into, or what did she develop the place into, the land that she bought, which supposedly was
the land has not even been developed.
Oh, okay.
There is a development on the adjacent plot, which is a shop, and I think her plans or drawings that she sent to TDC, she was also going to develop a shop over there. But she has been singled out and been told that place is a public toilet. Meanwhile, there's an adjacent allocations over there. You have the layout. You can look at it and visit there. Just 500 meters from there is a restaurant, which is just 500 meters from the public toilet, which is operating. Everybody knows that place. So please, some of these things. That is why respectfully, I have given you all these documents. You can go through them at your quiet time and then read in between the lines. I know I am politically exposed. And these are some of the allegations or accusations that come with the office that I have held previously and I hold previously. So I take it in good faith. But I need to clarify certain untruth or misrepresentations that have been given to me. I don't have any problem with my MD. I will never stand anywhere and tarnish his name or image or have any banter with him. I think I'm available anytime the company has any issue to clarify. They should give me the opportunity for me, because I'm also a human being. Tomorrow, because of institutional memory, you might also need me to also say or maybe share my thoughts or experience in one way or the other. But this is not how they have to pay me back as somebody who has helped this company all this while.
Very well. Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you, my brother.
That's Ian Kwe. He is NPP Tema Central Constituency Secretary. He served as a protocol officer at the